9 seconds, 8 seconds. Come on down. There we go. Hey! So this is going to be interesting. Welcome to episode 237. I'm testing a new setup. I don't know if you've noticed that. Things are a little different around here.
8 seconds.
Happy New Year. Hang on, let me turn that down. Happy New Year to all of you, almost. Merry Christmas to you. All happy holidays. Everything that's going on. So hope all is well with you. It's been a long time since we've been here. Always appreciate your patience. Appreciate you being here. Looks like Lee's checking in. Dan is here. Joyce is here. Melinda is here. Alice. Judy. Hello. Very cool. Lisa's. There it is. There it is. So this is going to be interesting. This is a complete, this is a test. I've never used this software. I downloaded it today. And I'm going to play with it for a little bit and see what we can come up with. So let's get this thing started, shall we? Heather checks in from Philadelphia. Happy New Year, says D. Alice. Corey is here from Connecticut. Gail is here. Gail, can you see the ornament right there? I don't know how to get my finger over there. Over that way. There it is. That's the ornament Gail sent. Trish checks in from Massachusetts. Very cool. Patricia is here. Heather says we appreciate you. Back at you, right? Totally back at you. You guys are incredible. I really can't thank you enough. You know what's going on, so I don't need to rehash it. I don't want to get into that. That's not why we're here. But I just want to say thank you before I get started with all that, because you guys are incredible, incredible supporters. So Helen says, I'm excited to catch a live show. Keith is here watching. Keith, what do you think? I got some little, some things on the TV. They look pretty cool, eh? I think they're kind of neat, you know? So no, just messing around with some overlay stuff. Dee says, did you get my recipe card? Don't believe I did. I don't know. I haven't checked the mail in a couple of days either. Lee says, oh, and now it's full screen. Yes. So I will play around with this over the course of the next, what's kind of cool is I'm home for a week all by myself. So I'm not doing anything but playing on the computer, which is kind of fun. But it's going to give me a second to kind of get used to some of the stuff. This is episode 237. We're still back in, we're going to call this season 2 still. We're going to talk about Oh, I haven't checked my email either. I haven't done much, really. I really have not done much in the last month, being brutally honest. So, Happy New Year, almost from Southern California. Kim says hello. Dina's here, very nice. Dayton, I think I got you, Sarah. Very, very, very fun. So, Keith checks in on YouTube, I see that, and Mary checks in on YouTube as well, so cool. So, the interesting thing about this setup is I don't have, I used to have this big iPad in front of me that I would read your Facebook comments on, and then I had Instagram going, which we don't have tonight, and then I would have YouTube going, and so it will be more difficult, I think, and I have a call with the team Monday to talk about, or not Monday, probably Wednesday, to talk about how to use the software the way it needs to be used. But I need to see the chat room, because that's why we're all here. Ronalda, whew, from Maryland, good evening to you. Yep. Dee says, that's okay, when you get it, it'll make you smile. Kathleen says, I voted for 7 p.m., but it turns out I won't be able to join you. That's okay. It'll be there later. All right, so check this out. This is my new thing. So this is episode 237. Marsha's on the episode. Jessica out of Los Angeles. Marsha's out of Cleveland. And then Kathy from Rollsville, North Carolina. That's who is featured on this episode. We're going to do 3 emails on this particular show. So the game plan, nothing has changed. We're just kind of rolling into trying a new setup. So hopefully it works. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it's a little more appealing to the eyes. I know those who listen on the podcast won't have any of this, so you'll have no idea what we're talking about, but that's okay because we don't record this part of it. So anyway, so that's the deal. So Let's see who else is in here. North Dakota, Nancy checks in. Let's see. Nancy says fancy. D says, I love this new look. Sarah says, Mix looks like you're doing the news. I am doing the news. This is important stuff. Darlene says, wishing us all good focus from Texas. Corey says, fancy. Wendy says, hiding in my basement at a family Christmas get-together to catch this episode. Awesome. I love it. Tell Travis I said hello. Susan says, Bakersfield, checking in twice in one day. Yeah, but the first time was me just trying to figure this whole thing out, which I'm not sure if I did or not, but it looks like I did. It seems to be kind of working, but anyway, that's the dealio there. So 237 coming up in just a minute. Like I said, Marcia, Jessica, and Kathy. I haven't seen Marcia check in. I don't know if they're here. They're going to miss their big debut. So that's kind of just the way it goes, I guess, right? So let's see. Paula says, glad to finally have a chance to catch you live. Thank you for catching us live. Lee says, today on channel KDAG, we have, yeah, exactly, WKRP in Cincinnati. So anyway, that's the deal. Mary said, this looks great, professional, love it, over on YouTube. So very nice. Oh, Marcia, you have been here. Cool. Did you see that it says Cleveland, Marcia? Did you see that? Look, it says Cleveland just for you. Just for you, it says Cleveland. It used to say Columbus until you corrected me. But anyway, so that's the deal there. So, all right, Indiana, Linda checks in. Are you guys ready for this? Here's what I think we do. I think we get 237 recorded, and then we just hang out after. Does that sound cool? Or do you want to hang out ahead of time? It's up to you. But I think we do this. Yeah, Heather goes, big debut. I think I remember well another Marcia email. Yeah, I do as well. So, cool. All right, let's do this, shall we? I'm ready. I'm like really ready. Yeah, so let's do some water, right? Cheers. Let's get that out of the way. Cheers. I like having just one camera now. That's the advantage now. Is I used to have 4 or 5 cameras. Now I just have one camera. I know right where to look, and I can tell where we are. So let's see. D says, get the water ready. Here we go. Ready? Look at that. Cheers. Brain freeze. Keith said, where is the water graphics on the overlay? I will work on that next. I was just trying to make sure it was going to work first before I spent a lot of time making fancy graphics. I want to make sure it was going to work first, but Kathleen says I'll be joining late since I'm at dinner right now, so very cool. All right, episode 237. That's what we got coming up here. Like I said, it's an episode about complacency. So hang on, join the ride. Let's see, make sure we have all the sound, audio working. Test. Mic check, testing, 1, 2. Test. Let's see. Oop, testing, test. All right, cool. Looks like that looks good. All right. Here we go. So 237 coming up. D says, I love the pop of the water ball at the beginning and the end. And I do too. Me too. Helen says, how do you do that? I just drink it. I don't know. Tara says, going to start with episode 1 on January 1st. Listen to them all. I need the daily motivation. That'll get you to 237 days. Hey, Lee, what day is 237 in the Julian calendar? Come on, you know that. Lee probably knows it off the top of his head. So, Julian Day 237. I don't know. Someone figure that out. 237, the Julian Day. But then, so Helen, the other Tara. So Tara, what will happen is is by the time you get to 237, we're probably going to have a couple more. Maybe we'll have 360 by then. You'll have an episode every single day. How cool would that be? Very cool. Jody says, watching in the car. Hey, from Massachusetts. Hey, Jody. Very cool. Lindsay's here. Woohoo! We can get started now. Lindsay, you missed all the fun stuff, but here we go. We're going to do it. So, are you ready? Let's do this. So after the show, I'll hang out for a little bit. I got nothing, truly, I got nothing going on here. Just me and the dog hanging out, and I tell you, it's not exciting at all. So, but I got a lot of stuff done, which is kind of cool, computer-wise. So, Mary Lou says, boy, do I need an episode on complacency. Glad to be here. All right. Let me be sure I get get that recorded. All right, so that's recording. Here we go. Keith says, I agree with the philosophy of getting it up and running. I'm excited about the single camera. Yeah, me too. And actually right now, it's not even just a single camera. It's a camera from my, hang on, I'll show you this. No, oh yeah, I can. Watch this. I'm ad-libbing here just because I like this. So, is that going to work? I thought I was going to be able to make this thing work, but maybe not. Let's see here real quick. No, it does not like that. All right, so let's get away from that. So, all right, never mind. I was going to try to show you what I have going on here, but no. So anyway, one camera. That's the gist of what this conversation was about. So here we go. Episode 237 coming up at you live right now. I am your host, FatDag. You're listening to WhysAdvice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all at WhysAdvice. Send in your comments, your questions, your celebrations. I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Well, hello there. Welcome to a very new, fun episode 237 of WhysAdvice. Always, always, always fun to hang out here with you guys. It's been a while, I know, and I appreciate all your thoughts, prayers, and concerns. You guys are an incredible community over in the Facebook group, the WhysWingmen group. You guys are awesome in there. Truly, just want to open the show with just a big thank you. A lot going on, a lot of things, that are just out of our control that we're just kind of getting done. And I know a lot of you have emailed me, a lot of you reached out and said, I need an episode, and I agree. I did as well. And so hopefully, not hopefully, I'm making deliberate plans to make 2019 different. Not sure what that means yet, but if you joined us on the live show, you know exactly what some of the sneak peeks are coming for. But we're going to go ahead and rock this thing out. We're going to make sure that 2019 is our best year yet. So hang on, buckle in. If you have not found the WhysAdvice app, certainly get into your podcast store. Look for the WhysAdvice app. We're in there. You can hear the podcast on Stitcher, on iHeart. We're now streaming live, again, still on Facebook. We stream this one on YouTube as well. You can certainly join us there. Pretty soon, I think I'm going to try and stream to Periscope. That's the next one. And we're going to try and figure out how to get back over to Instagram. So got a little bit of a new setup that kind of is making me trying to learn new things. And so it's kind of interesting. But it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good. So let's go ahead and open this show. This show, we're going to talk about complacency still. It's just one of those topics that, man, we all seem to this time of year, we kind of get kind kind of stuck in that rut. So the first email comes in, and it comes in from Marcia. She says, "Hey, Dag, I hadn't planned on writing again for a couple more weeks when I reached goal. I'd gotten my doctor's note last week, putting me 9.8 pounds away from goal. At the rate that I had been losing, this may have taken maybe 4 weeks. Now I'll feel lucky if I make goal by my 1-year WW anniversary of February 2nd. The only word I have to describe what I'm going through is blah, or what you call complacency. I mentioned the pastry at work. Every single day, pastry. The candy dish is within 5 feet of my desk. For 9 months, I held strong and didn't nibble on anything. Now that I've lost 82 pounds, looking good, and quite frankly, tired of not eating crap, does that even make sense? I'm just losing focus. The cake is cut into 2-inch squares. How bad could that be? Little cookies, not even full size. What's 2 of those? 1 mini square of Snickers, big deal. But it is, because that is the first bite, and we all know where that leads. I don't have crap in my kitchen, so that helps a lot, but I do have peanut butter. What's a finger dip going to cost? For 9 months, I used an average of 5 weeklies each week. I now get down to 3 or 4 remaining by Friday. I weigh in on Wednesday. I'm the wingman cheerleader. I encourage everyone each morning with a go get 'em wake up post. But I don't practice what I preach some of the time. I like to think that I've got more I want to than anyone else, but lately, not so much. I've got a measly 9.8 pounds to lose before WW will declare me at goal. Talk to me, Mike. Share with me your wondrous words of wisdom. Take me to the land of goal. Help. I'm listening now. Go ahead. So Marcia, here's what I want to let you know. First of all, you know the deal, right? You know you rock. You absolutely know that, and so that's kind of that's the foundation, right? If you start with the foundation of I'm awesome, and you believe it, which you clearly do, that's success. You have to start with that. Now I want to go back to the beginning of your email. There's a term in here that I don't like at all, and I'm going to be hard on you because this is how you and I have a way to communicate where we understand each other just a little bit different than the average person, right? It's called that tough love. Not everyone likes it. Some people are motivated by it. Some people aren't. I'm going to let you have it just a little bit here. At the rate I had been losing. That's not even a term we use in this, right? So you can't go by this is how much I was losing, so therefore I will automatically continue at this rate of loss with no additional effort. Right? So throw that piece away. I'm going to scribble that part out right here. At the rate I had been losing, that part's gone. It may have taken me 4 weeks. Okay, that part goes with it, right? You can't put a timeline on this. I'll be lucky, scribbling this part out, if I make goal by my 1-year WW anniversary of February 2nd. Did you hear what you wrote in there? You didn't, because you were focused on February 2nd. You were focused on maybe 4 weeks. You were focused on the rate. What you didn't hear is that you have a 1-year anniversary being on this plan of changing your life that you're getting ready to celebrate. And in that 1 year, you're going to have an 82-pound weight loss. It may be more. But if you do nothing else between now and then, you have an 82-pound weight loss in a year. Okay. I think you're okay with that. Right? So congratulations there. Let's start with the coolest part of you did that. You did that by being focused. You did that by being deliberate. You did that by truly understanding what it is you need and want and going and getting after it. Now, I totally get the office environment. My office is the same way. As there is a candy dish as I walk out the door, and for many months I've ignored it. One day I had a piece, and then next thing I know I had a piece the next day, and now I'm back to ignoring it. Right? So that first bite is the piece that we have to kind of get to the point where we understand what that truly means. And so what happens with the first bite? Let me explain something that I've noticed, right? So we have, the cake is cut into 2-inch squares. You have a 2-inch square, you hop on the scale the next day, no change. Not a big deal, right? 1 2-inch square of anything is not going to put 82 pounds back on you. It's absolutely impossible, unless you have a 2-inch square of an 80-pound rock. Right, but a 2-inch square, a cookie, anything that you've pushed away, that you've gotten rid of, That one little piece is not going to hurt you. But what happens is the mental side of this journey comes into play. You have that one little piece. It has no impact to your journey, so you have it again. And then the second time you have it, it doesn't have that much of an impact still. Then now the third time you have it, the fourth time you have it, now you're eating back into the old eating patterns, and that's where we start running into danger. So let's just kind of understand what that is, and that's where your why comes into play, and you stay truly focused on why are you doing this? What is the end result? The end result for you is to just live a healthy, happy life. You're clearly doing that. You wake up every single morning. You are the first person to post in the WhysWingmen Facebook group. I'm gonna rag on you. I think I noticed the switch. You used to type it in all capitals, and I couldn't even read it. It was way too hard on my eyes first thing in the morning. And now you kind of figured out how to type it in in mixed case, which helps. But you wake up and you're on fire. You're motivated, and so that is what I want every single person to do. I want everyone to jump out of bed that excited about doing this. And if you jump out of bed that excited, we have to find a way at noon to remind ourselves we were excited at 6 a.m. We have to remind ourselves at 4 p.m. that we were excited at 6 a.m. So in the middle of the day, that 2-inch square of chocolate quickly pushes us away from remembering we woke up on fire getting it done. You go to bed, you reset, you wake up the next morning, boom, you're on fire again, and you've got to push through until that fire can stay lit all day long. That's what we got to break out of here. The complacency piece is that you wake up on fire, you know what the goal is, you want to get it done, and then somewhere in the middle of the day, you're just content. And you're like, yeah, this I'm okay with this. And then when you wake up in the next morning, you're like, okay, I'm ready. I want to do this again. And I want to kind of get you to go find a way where, you get up every single morning and you do this post for the group. You have the energy every morning. Why don't you take that post and move that to noon? Move it to 4 p.m. See if that gets you motivated in the middle of the day, middle of the afternoon to keep on getting it done. You have a measly 9.8 pounds to lose before WW will declare you at goal. Again, I don't know that that's true. What I know is that you're happy, you're healthy, you're getting it done. You're an inspiration to so many of us. It's if you're trying to satisfy a program, sure, I get it. You're checking in with your doctor. You're having a conversation with your doctor after being on a program for almost a year about what a goal weight should be. And in the midst of all that, you forgot to celebrate that. That's what I want you to celebrate. So continue getting it done. The last 9.8 pounds, that's going to be the difference of, am I a different person or not? Have I completely changed my life, or have I just kind of been able to get it done? Go for it. You have the power to get it done. You have the ability to get it done. You have the community right here doing it with you, getting it done. And now here we come up on January 1st. Going to roll into, Christmas is now past us. Thanksgiving is past us. Halloween is past us. All the excuses are gone. Wake up tomorrow morning on fire and go get it done. Marcia, always fun to hang out with you. You're truly an inspiration. Thanks for being here, and keep up the amazing work for sure. This next email comes in out of Los Angeles, California. Jessica writes in. She says, "Hi, Mike. Hey, complacency is not a bad thing if you're happy with who you are and where you are today. I find it easy to be complacent when I hear you look great, or hey, skinny, or you are doing so well. I know that I just gained a pound, but everyone else still sees my success. I also know that I am not skinny. I could look better, and I'm not doing well. I'm happier with my 50 to 52 pound loss, but I know in my heart that I still have a journey to follow. I decided that I'm going to enjoy each step of this journey because this is a forever journey, one of those until death do us part kind of journeys. Complacency will not stop me, but I have a plan to enjoy being a size 14 because I was a size 22. I can see a size 10 in my future. I don't know when, but I know how. 1 pound, 1 meal, and a decision each day that I can do it. I believe in me, and I won't give up, even if I'm complacent during the journey. Thank you, Mike, for all that you do. Jessica out of Los Angeles. So, Jessica, always, it was fun hanging out with you in San Francisco. So thank you for making the trip up. You looked great. You're absolutely right. You look great. 50 to 52 pound weight loss. Fantastic. You can't do that on accident. You don't just wake up and go, oh my goodness, I'm down 50 to 52 pounds. So yes, you're absolutely right. You do have a journey that you're still following. I get that. This is a forever journey, absolutely, and you're on it. So understanding the complacency side of this that we just kind of talk about, where you're happy with where you are, you're happy with what's going on, that's kind of very important to this journey. I think for a lot of us, me included, there was a period in my time when that wasn't the case. And so I wasn't happy with how I looked. I wasn't happy with how I felt. I hated every bit of it secretly. And so the fact that you've been able to push past that and get into a 50 to 52 pound loss, knowing that you're going to get into a size 10 and that is in your future, celebrate that. Now, this is kind of interesting that you wrote, when people look at you and say, hey, you look great, they call you skinny, and they say you're doing so well, and in your head, well, you know what? I just gained a pound. Everyone else sees your success. Everyone else is able to understand the big picture. They don't know the minute details that we get our heads so wrapped up on. And so when we get so focused on the plus minus, 0.1, 0.2, and we get so wrapped up into that, and you have many weeks of 52 pound loss, and all of a sudden you have a plus on the scale, right? You feel that defeated feeling coming on. The rest of the world looking at you and going, oh my goodness, she lost 50 pounds. She looks amazing. I want some of that. I want to do that. And so that is why that we can get into this complacency trap, is because we feel good as well, but we're stuck trying to understand the bigger picture. Complacency is not going to stop you. You just continue doing everything you've done to lose 50 pounds, to lose 53, 54, 55, whatever it is you want to take yourself to goal, you can do it. 1 pound, 1 meal, 1 decision, that you can do it. I love that in your email you put that in all capitals. You can do this. You believe in me, and you won't give up even if you're complacent during the journey. Giving up is not the answer, and you know that, and you wrote it in here, and that's the coolest part of your email, is that no matter what's going on, you know that you're in it for life, that you're in it for the long haul, and that you're going to get it done. So, Jessica, also, thank you for the email. You look great. Hey, Skinny, you are doing so well. Keep up the amazing work. And thanks again also for writing in. This next email comes in out of, looks like it's Roseville, California. Kathy writes in. She says, hello, Mike. It was really great meeting you and my fellow wingmen in D.C. back in October when we took the 5K at Anacostia Park. For anyone considering joining one of these events, I highly recommend taking the time out of your schedule to make it happen. What a great experience. Where do I start? I'm on Team Lifetime, having crossed the finish line in April of 2017, and into what follows, a lifetime of maintenance and keeping up with my healthy habits. Scale-wise, I'm a bit above my goal weight. No worries though, I'm not struggling, but I've been lacking focus and I've been drifting around, almost like I'm on pause mode. This morning as I was driving into work with the radio off, I was just mulling things over, thinking about what my next steps would be in my lifetime path. The words surfaced, and words started surfacing in my mind, and the more I considered some of these concepts, the more and more I realized I am at a crossroads of sorts, and I've been aimlessly floating around, not spinning out of control, but more like wandering through my recent daily life with no goal, no direction as it relates to my WW journey. So I'd like to share 3 words which are now resonating with me and have provided me with a spark of motivation to begin my next phase of my journey and get me out of this complacency rut that I've been in. The first word is reduce. This is an odd word for me to have landed on, reduce. Reduce what? Not thinking about my body weight really, thinking more about reducing the worries that distract me, reducing the time I spend watching mindless television and snack-filled commercials, reduce the things that I feel I need to accomplish in a day just to feel like I've done enough. How about reduce the negativity I allow in my head? Yeah, let's reduce that junk. Can I control what negativity I confront? No, but I can choose to reduce its effects on me by controlling my own reaction and my attitude. If we let it, the world and those around us will take us all and pull us in 1,000 ways. Maybe I can be more discerning about where I spend my time and on what I spend my time on. Less is more, and it gives me more time doing the things I enjoy that actually align with my goals. The second word was a little easier, simplify. How can I simplify each thing that I need to do? The most complex things can be broken down into simple, discrete, doable steps. Can I examine the things I think of as difficult and look for what is absolutely necessary to do and leave the rest behind? What else needs simplified? Something as mundane as dinner preparation can be simplified, but how? Fewer ingredients, better quality choices, less prepared foods? Do we really need a carb side dish with every meal? I need to really look hard at this activity since it currently takes up a lot of real estate time-wise in my day, each day, week after week. In addition, I need to examine the things that demand my time, or rather, I've been giving my time away to, and evaluate how they can be simplified or even eliminated. The old saying, keep it simple, silly, is an oldie but goodie. The last word popped in my head this evening, and when it did, I decided it was time to write this email. The word was recenter. Last night, I explained the difference between accuracy and precision to my middle school son. He was working on a science report and used the word accurate when he really meant to say precise. To explain this, I asked him to consider arrows shot into a target. Precision is getting the arrows close to one another, regardless of how far away they are from the bullseye. Accuracy is getting the arrows right in the target zone. So I'm tracking consistently, getting some activity, drinking some water. I may not be achieving my weight and health goals despite doing the same thing each and every day, which is precision. To get to my target, I not only need to be consistent about what I do, each thing that I do and how I do it actually needs to align with my target. Enter the accuracy. I suppose this is just another way of saying that in order to get a goal of any kind, we need to be focused on it every step of the way. Our activities must align, most of the time, with what we are trying to achieve. Moving forward, this is how I plan to move forward. I have made some simple rules to guide my actions. Number 1, drink water. Number 2, go to bed on time. 3, steer away from sugar. And yes, this also means alcohol for those keeping score. Steer away from processed foods. Number 5, don't eat after dinner. 6, move my body around more. 7, stay plugged into Connect, tracking and meetings. Number 8, weigh daily, get the data and take the lesson. Number 9, make time to care for myself. And number 10, be kind to myself. I feel that if I can reduce, simplify, and recenter every day and use my 10 rules as much as I can, maybe I'll add a couple or maybe take a few away, I will stay on course and continue on my way to taking good care of myself and staying healthy. Thanks for the chance to put this out there. I hope it helps someone who may feel that they have drifted off course a bit. I feel confident today that I've made my way back to the path. Thanks, Mike, for the podcast and for all that you do. I wish you and your listeners all good focus. Your wingman, Kathy, out of Rolesville, North Carolina. So, Kathy, excellent way to truly attack this thing. And you said a lot in your email, but what I kind of heard the most as I was reading through it was the thing that I say all the time is it takes focus, right? It takes discipline. It takes a deliberate effort to get this done. So as we have things in our life coming at us, all competing for our attention, the list of things that we all have to do, it's enormous. And there are so many things we need to do. And so as we look at everything possible that we've said we want to do, I'm going to venture to say it's actually not possible to get it all done. So you have to find things that become a priority. Right? And so if you say getting healthy is now your priority, then you make every other decision you make around, am I using this to get healthy or not? Does it relate to my WW journey? So you can wander around aimlessly, and I think a lot of us feel that, and I'm certainly right now, admittedly, I'm in that stage. I have other priorities which are significant in my life that are taking a priority. I'm giving that the energy and time that it needs, but I'm secondarily taking care of my health. This doesn't work secondarily, right? You need to, if you want to be healthy, you need to make that the priority in every situation. There will be situations where things become out of control, but you have the opportunity to reel it all in by being deliberate. That's where I want you to focus. I want you to figure out that being deliberate means everything I do has a purpose. Everything I do has to have a purpose and has to relate back to one of my goals. So think about whatever your goals are, and whether they're all health related or not, or any other goal that you're trying to accomplish in life, is if you simply allowed yourself to work through the process without deliberately taking steps and actions towards that, you'd never get there. So you have to deliberately wake up in the morning and say, I want to do this. You have to deliberately at noon say, I want to do this. You have to deliberately at 6 p.m. say, I want to do this. You can't just wake up and say, I want to do it, and then not take action throughout the rest of the day to get it done. I love how you said you're not struggling, but you're just lacking the focus. Because I agree, struggling is trying real hard and not getting it done. Lack of focus is not trying real hard and just getting what you got. So as we go through this, trying to reduce and simplify and work on being accurate with our goals, you have the strength to do it. You have the ability to get this done. And your list is a great list. What are you going to do with it? What I want you to do is I want you to take that list, I want you to write it out, and I want you to every single day ask yourself how you did. Because if you just write the list down, right, it's a great list, but if you just write it down and don't do anything with it, there's no one reminding you what the list is. I don't have it right with me right here, but in my planner, I have things that I do deliberately every single day, and I have to write them down and check them off. And every day I read it, and if I didn't do it the day before, it reminds me in the morning that I wanted to do that. I try harder the next day. So take your list of 10 things and say, every morning, did I drink water? What does that mean? How much? Go to bed on time. That's a huge one. Get that done. Steer away from sugar. Steer away from the processed foods. Don't eat after dinner. Move your body around more. Stay with Connect. Weigh yourself daily. Take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. Measure that. Don't just write it out there. Measure it. In a month from now, tell me how you did in each one of those categories. Change the one that need to be changed and modify as you need to do, but you understand the big picture. Your email is so brilliantly written that I clearly know that you know what you need to do. And so the complacency trap that you're in is the same trap that many of us have fallen into. We know this stuff. Nothing that we've ever said on this podcast should ever have surprised anybody from the standpoint of, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Everything we've talked about getting healthy, everything we've talked about, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, nothing is new. I never said anything that I made up on my own that no one in the world hasn't said. I think everything I've said I've read somewhere from somebody else. What that means is if we know how to do it, get recentered on your why, use your why to motivate you, balance every decision you make up against your why, and get it done. What that's going to mean is like I said in the earlier on the show, is that's going to mean that you need to find something to remind you in the middle of the day. You wake up on fire and slowly you drift away because the next shiny object comes at you and you're taking whatever's coming at you. Find a way in the middle of the day to remind yourself that, no, this is my list. Set an alarm on your phone at noon. Read that list at noon. Read that list at 6 p.m. I guarantee you it'll make a difference than just reading it once in the morning. Kathy, keep up the amazing work. Truly, truly honored to run the 5K in Anacostia with you. It was a great day and a lot of fun. And truly, it was one of the, Anacostia was kind of neat because it was just one of those days. I think I ended up getting 6 miles in with Amy long before the race even started. But it was such a blast to be there. 2019, I'm still working on the 2019 tour. I got a couple things solidified. I'm working on the rest of those so that we clearly can set a goal and get it done. But again, that's the same kind of concept as it takes us being deliberate. If I looked at the 2019 tour and said, I'll figure it out, day by day. No, deliberately, I have to sit down with a calendar and I have to make a plan and I have to figure it out. And I'm going to do that. I promise you, I am going to do that. So keep up the amazing work, all of you. Let's figure this complacency thing out. It's important. the cool thing about complacency, I'll leave it on this note. The cool thing about complacency is because when you started this journey, at one point you were so miserable. You were so upset. You were so discouraged. You were so beat down that you decided you wanted to make a change. Right? And so that's pretty empowering. We get to the point where when we join, we finally were so fed up with whatever's going on, we say, I need to make a change, and we did it. How cool is that you pushed that emotion away, and now you're living a comfortable, happy life somewhere in the middle, but you have enough potential to continue going. Use that potential, focus on your why, and get it done. When you get it done, we absolutely get out and celebrate. What is it that you're celebrating? Let's share it on the air. Go to fatdag.com, click on the WhysAdvice podcast link, send in your celebrations, your comments, your questions. I'll work them in as part of the show. I want you to email in your celebrations because I really want you to be proud of what you're doing. I want you to share it with everybody so they understand what it is that we're after. When you take care of yourself and when you get to where you want to be and you're the best version of you, the whole world benefits. Every single person you encounter benefits because you are a better you. Keep up the amazing work. That's going to do it for this time. Remember that losing weight and getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. I wish you good focus. Whoop, whoop. That's fun. My computer is burning up. Cool. Kristen said, oh, I missed this. No, Kristen, you didn't miss it. It's still happening. It's almost over, though. But we'll figure it out. Very, very fun. D says, great podcast tonight for sure. Thank you. Let's see here. Awesome. Cool. So did you like the little graphic thing? I mean, I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out. Tell me you like that. Tell me you like that. Jody says, great show. Thank you. Connie says, great show. Ronaldo says, wow, good podcast tonight. Yes. And now back to our show. Right. Yes, Lee. That's exactly it. Whoop, whoop. Delilah says, whoop. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Kristen says, can't wait to listen. All right. So I have to figure out now, what I got to figure out now is I have to figure out how I'm going to read the comments. So I have them on this phone right here. It's working okay. But, so Jody says, caught the last 5 minutes. We'll listen to this. Sounds awesome. Jody, yep, for sure. Thank you. Marcia says, great graphics. So thank you. So look, I think we'll put Marcia's back up on the screen. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Linda says graphics was awesome. Hey, I thought so. I mean, I don't know. But truly, I got to figure it out, so not that I want to share too detail, but the graphics aren't cheap. The software to do that is mighty expensive, but I'll figure it out because it was cool. It just steps it up just a little bit, which I think is kind of neat. So, Kristen says, I'm thinking about the Indie Ultimate. I've emailed them to ask them when the next one would be, and I haven't heard when the next one will be. So, Karen, I did press record. Thank you. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Let's see. So the graphics give the show a more professional look. I thought so as well. Keith said, I like the graphics. When recorded, you can clip out each letter, making them, let's see here. No, I still can't see more. I don't know why I'm not able to see more. Sarah says, the pre-show this morning got me all jazzed all day, and I waited the podcast all day. Very fun. Jane says, oh, wait. Yes, I see. Yes, Jane. They were there. Yeah, Diane, I did fix the Columbus-Cleveland thing. So, yep. Whoop, whoop. Jane says, so I would like to send a check versus credit card to sponsor. Will that work? Wow. That would. Thank you. Truly. You don't have to. But thank you. Cool. Now, so I set up a couple different ways. Patreon, if you're so inclined, you can join the Patreon community. Or yeah, by all means, send a check. I'd appreciate that. But no, let's just hang out together. That's kind of the, I'll take care of that side of it. I certainly appreciate it, and it certainly helps, and I certainly use it. Yes. So thank you. Jane says, where to? Let's see. I'll send you the shoot me an email. I'll send you the address back. But cool. Thank you very much. Lee is right there. Lee says go to fatdag.com, get the address. Yep, that works as well. So cool. So what else is going on? So let's get this out of the way. I don't need that anymore. So now I got to figure out how to get this into, not into, it's already recorded there, so I'll get it into the app. I think tomorrow is, today's Saturday, right? So tomorrow is Sunday. So we'll do a show tomorrow, as far as I know. I'll plan on getting a show in tomorrow, and then we'll probably do do you guys want to do a New Year's Eve special, like at midnight Eastern time, or no? Is that just crazy talk? I think that's crazy talk. You probably have other plans on New Year's Eve, right? Not hanging out with me? Okay, that's what I thought. So, all right. Well, then we'll figure that piece out. But cool. Well, let's go ahead. Let me wrap this up. Marsha says, Mike, what does your bracelet say? Which one? This one? Yeah, this is the watch. This is the bracelet. So this says Jacob Frazier. It says Jacob L. Frazier, Illinois, United States Air Force, Operation Enduring Freedom, 29 March 2003, killed in action. So yeah, so this is a long story, but I've had this on for almost 8 years. So yeah, so there's a. I wear this in honor of Jake, and it's just a kind of a. Just kind of a thing to remind me that life is precious, I guess, right? So, Pamela says maybe earlier. Let's see. I don't know. We could do a New Year's Eve. We could do a New Year's Eve countdown. I could have like a ball drop or something right here. I don't know. So, if you guys want to do a New Year's Eve show, all right, I got no plans. So let's tentatively plan for New Year's Eve, 11 to 12 live show. Like Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Something like that, right? Or Mike FatDag Rockin' New Year's Eve. Yeah, something like that. So tentatively, we'll plan a show for midnight on New Year's Eve Eastern time, but that's Monday. We got to figure out something for, Keith's got it. Keith says a blue dot drop. All right, so New Year's Eve. So I'm locked in, provided nothing significant changes in my life. I'm locked in for a New Year's Eve show. I'm locked in for a show tomorrow. Tomorrow midday, maybe. Maybe we'll do 2 tomorrow. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I'm home alone. I think one of the things that would help this podcast out a lot is if I moved out and got my own place. I think that would help me a lot because, but someone still did my laundry and stuff. But yeah, so it would be way easier. So, all right. Well, I will put those in Twitter tonight so that we know we can plan on it. But New Year's Eve for sure. That time is locked in. I don't know what time we'll do tomorrow, but we'll do something tomorrow for sure. But that's kind of cool. So, all right. What else do we have? Anything else we need to discuss before we get the heck out of here? I'm digging the little graphic things. I'm telling you, I'm digging the little graphic things. Check this out too. Watch, I can even share. So we're gonna do a lot. I can even share my computer screen with you guys. So let me see, figure out how to do it. Let's do. Like that. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. Yeah, new alerts from Marsha. Shocking. Right? Anyway, but yeah, so I have the ability now to, so like here's a good example. Isn't this kind of fun? I don't know what's going to show, so I don't know what screen it opens up to that, but yeah, you get the idea. So like if you go here, like check this out. See, now I'm just messing around. Oops. But we can do like webinars and stuff. Oh, let's see. Jane, look here's the address, Jane. Right there. So there we go. There's the address for Jane. Let's see. Let's see what else. So you guys, I'm just giving you a tour, right? Yes, panel. I can do PowerPoint. We can do, we can do, webinar type stuff. Yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. Here's the podcast, right? So here's how you can send in an email to the show. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. So, all right. So that's the new capability that I'm working on getting done. So let's do that. There we go. So yes, Sarah. Yeah, so I mean, there's a ton now that I have access to my computer. There's a lot we could do. We could even log into, log into our apps and stuff and share. And so, yeah, lots of new capability coming our way. So, anyway, that's the deal. Yeah. You don't want cooking with FatDag. I promise you don't want that, but we'll have to figure something out that we can do. But yeah, PowerPoint presentations and or webinars or, yeah. Donna, I just figured this stuff out today. Yeah, but I like it better because now I truly just have one camera, and it just makes it more better. Okay, so Lee says, y'all come look at WhysWingmen page. I posted some pics of my year success a la blue dots. All right, so see, I can do this now, Lee, right? So I can go boom, boom. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Do that. So if we go to there, the WhysAdvice cookbook, not so much. You won't like it. More, yes, Marcia, more better. That is the term that I use. So then we can go, go here. I thought it was going to show me. Let's see. I'll see if I can find Lee's. I'm probably going to make you guys sick. Oh, you know what? But now, let me back up. I didn't mean to do that. So, because the WhysWingmen group is a closed group, right? So I don't want to do that. So, see, learning. Let's go here and here. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to share that. I didn't mean to share that because now everyone can see that, and you didn't mean for that to be shared. So my mistake. So now I won't do that again. But now I know. Whew. I always forget that we're a small community of awesome people. So, all right, let's wrap this up. But that's the deal there. So, no WhysAdvice cookbook. No WhysAdvice cookbook. I'm just not a chef, right? I'm just not a chef. So, cool. All right, I'm going to wrap up here. That is the deal. So thank you for being here, Mom. Good evening to you. Are you home yet? I know you're traveling home today. I wonder if you made it back or not. But cool. Hopefully you did. All right. All right, let's wrap this up, right? Let's do this. So, guys, thank you for being here. Have a great night. Plan on something tomorrow. Plan on New Year's Eve. The New Year's Eve show. I'll make special graphics and everything. Oh, good. Mom's home. Yay. Yay. Lisa, how can we make it possible to add photos here? I don't know, but now what that means is if you email in the show and you include a photo, I can share it in the live show. I now know how to do that. Yep. So, cool. All right, well, on that note, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of this community. We'll continue to get this done. We'll continue to take care of each other, and we'll be here tomorrow. That's the plan. We'll be here on New Year's Eve for certain, and yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear. So on that note, thank you. Good night. I wish you good focus. Bye-bye.